Righty Roo, what a great time to start the ruins of Dalaran. Now the first thing you want to do is sort out your items. You don't have Tyrande in this mission because Maev's a complete bitch. Start training a couple of hippogriffs and the riding ability, of course, an archer or two if you can afford it, and get some wisps in for extra lumber. While doing this, have your heroes heading north towards this little dungeon here, because in here you can get yourself a third hero just for this mission. You'll have to fight a bunch of Naga on your way there, but it's nothing you can't handle with just your two heroes and an Avatar of Vengeance. I would suggest just running through this entire little passageway, ignoring everything apart from the first and last sets of units, because that way you can just get to the Paladin and get him back to your base straight away. And speaking of bases, wasn't this one designed quite well? It's right in between an Naga base and an Undead base. So you're being attacked constantly throughout this mission. It's rather annoying. You know what, whoever's designing Maev's bases needs to be fired right now and sent back to, Northrend? I really should brush up on my Warcraft lore. And it's not even your base you have to worry about that much. I mean, with 3 heroes, you can pretty much defend everything all by yourself. However, Kale's base is always gonna get destroyed easily if you don't help him out. The Naga will almost always come across this pond to attack your base, so if you just keep your heroes perched on this side of it, you can pretty much intercept any attack that comes to you. If you want to defend Kale's base, you are best off probably building Hippogriffs and Hippogriff Riders, because most of the undead units that you'll be fighting don't attack air. With the exception of probably Gargoyles, but again, Hippogriffs are very good against air units, as long as they don't have a rider. So once you finish defending from the second Naga attack, you want to take your heroes and any summoned units you've got, and push up this south entrance. There's some units stationed here, there's also some static defences. Take them all out, and use the handy little trees at the side to summon even more Treants. Once you've destroyed everything on this little path, that'll be fine. You can go back home and start building up your army, because you don't want to push into the base at this point, because it really is a little bit more than your heroes can handle. Now, by the 20-minute mark, you really want to have started building your army proper. Catapults, huntresses, archers, hippogriff riders, things of that nature. You get those in, and you'll be fine. Now, if you do think that Kale's base is being overrun by the undead, then definitely pull your heroes to defend. Don't forget that Tranquility is very good at healing, and just like Tranquility, the Paladin's Resurrection spell works on allied units as well. So, once you've been defending for about 10 minutes, and you've done all your upgrades, and you've built a well-compositioned army, including supporting spellcasters and heavy hitters, and of course artillery in the back in the form of glaive throwers? Have I been calling them ballistas? I do apologise. In any case, once you are ready to attack, you want to start building a lot of ancient protectors in your base, as many as you can afford really, which is probably all your wisps, and then start heading up that south passage up into the base. With any luck, you'll be able to time it so that while you're in Illidan's base destroying everything and completing the mission, he'll be stuck in your base wasting his time. And those ancient protectors won't really do much, but they will slow him down. So once you've got into Illidan's base, just destroy as much as you can, and then send your 3 heroes north to the enemy spellcasters, because the objective of the mission is to take out 4 enemy spellcasters. They can't be hurt with normal means, you have to use magic. The mission itself subtly suggests that you use a lot of fairy dragons and their mana flare ability, but I find it's easier just to build more troops and do it this way. With Maiev and Malfurion, all you have to do is cast 1 Shadow Strike and 1 Entangled Roots on each of the spellcasters. If you can do that, you've won the mission. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. In the Paladin's dungeon you can also find all sorts of tomes if you break open the barrels. There's a Helmet of Valor in here and some other useful things. You'll find stuff in the other cage as well. And in this little creep camp just south of your base you can find trolls and a Tome of Agility in one of the crates. South of the entrance to the Paladin dungeon you can also find an Ogre creep camp. Kill the Ogre Magi and he's got a Claw of Attack +9.
For justice.
And north of your base, there's a fountain of restorations guarded by a few Naga. You know, just in case Moonwells weren't already healing you enough. Good day.